in case you guys didn't know, there are certain documents you need to turn over, certain steps, there are certain requirements to turn over a subdivision, maybe from the developer to the homeowner or vice versa. I mean, it's not like just handing a piece of paper and saying, hey, that's yours, that's done, we're all done. But basically, there are certain requirements, like a checklist for you to turn over a house, a subdivision, a certain property. Number one would be certificates. Just like this, you need to get things over with. Kind of want to need the list to get things done. So in construction, we call it punch list. We're turning something over. The developer wants to turn over to the homeowners. You need a checklist, just like this, like a checklist for turnover documents. The checklist involves, first goes the certificates. You need those. That's certificates, like for plumbing, electrical, mechanical, all the certificates that you need to submit or require without the developer's help. So warranties, test results, as-built plans, as-built meaning the blueprints of the whole subdivision and everything else. The Homeowners Association is going to need that just in case. These are the documents or the certificates you will need when you're handling the subdivision Homeowners Association. So during that turnover, you're going to be inspecting all the horizontal infrastructure, roads, sidewalks, and everything else. Anything that pertains to the road cracks, road rehabilitation, road rectification, curbs. Carriageway. So these are the items you're going to need to inspect before turning over. Another item to consider turning over, it's a pretty big item, but it covers your security. So it's going to be security. These cover fencing, booms and gates, anything that pertains to security. Probably consider having someone deputized in one of the Homeowners Association. Before turning over, consider that. One of the things that a lot of people consider really tough to turn over are the open spaces. Why? Because along the way they may have some improvements they want, they might have some requirements or demands. Either way, it has to be turned over. So turning over some items like open spaces like basketball courts, swimming pools, playgrounds, tennis courts, multi-purpose halls. These are the items that really need to be turned over. How do you turn them over? Well, consider that punch list again. A list that you kind of have to come up with to get these items rectified, fixed, and get them over with, right? When does the Homeowners Association usually start? Well, in my experience, it usually starts when the Homeowners Association come up to 50% of the whole population of the inventory. Usually the developers come up with a way where an association gets formed when they reach 50% of the whole subdivision population, meaning 50% of the houses in that subdivision have been occupied. Then that's the good time to start an association. One of the things to consider is having somebody from the developer become a member, a temporary member, to kind of monitor things before turning things over or releasing the bird. That's something to consider. One of the items during turnover which usually gets underrated is the waste management. This is the part where it doesn't get considered in the beginning because everybody wants to move in, structures are being considered, open spaces are being rectified, roads are being fixed, but they usually forget waste management. Now that's a number one item they should never forget in turning over. Where should the garbage be picked up? Should it be picked up where it was designed? Like some developers usually design that way far from the entrance. I would recommend locating the waste management area where it can be accessible by a garbage truck. Some subdivisions usually have all of them picked up house to house. Sometimes it's economical, sometimes it's not, but it all depends on the association. But one of the things to consider is location of the MRF. So garbage, have it collected, consider the cost and the location. Housing concerns they never end. But if you just respect the subdivisions or the homeowner's covenant in respecting the theme, the colors, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But sometimes some people or some homeowners want to go around that bubble and create their own colors. Now, if it's written in the covenant, respect it, be in the bounds, be in the limitations, maybe color-wise, design-wise. I mean, I guess the homeowners just want to maintain the theme of the whole subdivision. So, yeah, that's one of those things that they should really consider. Having one of the members being deputized, consider trying to maintain the theme. Beyond that, all the concerns should be in the bounds of the covenant, or you could hire someone like me who kind of gets the whole theme in hand, you know, and try to maintain that covenant to maintain oneness of the whole subdivision theme or whole subdivision concept, to maintain that concept through the years to come. And finally, water supply and drainage concerns. These include manholes, manhole covers, meter enclosures, meter cages, drainage, water tanks, and sewage treatment plants. These should be brought up, inspected, and certified prior to any turnover. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video or learned something from this video, because who knows, you might want to start a subdivision or management.